Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and we do a few reality shows on the side. And one of those daytime TV shows that we're doing is General Hospital, and I've got lots of exciting things to say, but before we get to that, so, I have to say, I'll let it go. We'll mention this some other time. We'll go to the show. Forget it. Screw it. I've got so much. I mean, I actually got a lot done at work today. Actually, I got a lot done. And, oh God, in pole dancing class today. So in pole dancing class, you know, because it's been, I don't know, maybe 5 years since I was pole dancing, you know, my ab muscles are not as strong as they used to be. But I'm building up, and they're going to be soon, right? And normally in class, there comes a point in class where my ab muscles just can't take it anymore, right? Well, this time, actually, my abs were on fleek today. However, my forearms, I mean, done. Like, I couldn't get a grip to save my life. It was awful. It was bad. But you know what? Every day I'm going to keep trying, keep going to class, you know. Okay, so whatever, you know, life knocks you down, you just get right back up, and you fuck the haters. And, oh, that's what I wanted to say. Okay, so occasionally I might break into some salty language. And I'm doing my best. I'm not going to lie. Normally it's actually a lot saltier and a lot more colorful. But I'm trying my best to keep it corporate like I do at work. Now, at work, I never curse at work because it's not necessary, you know? Especially never to a client ever, ever, ever. But, at work, when I'm at home, I like to cut loose, you know, and especially if I'm really passionate about an opinion, I might get a little salty. So I am a good person. I just might use a few four-letter words every now and then. You know, what's funny is that there's been studies that say that people that curse a lot actually have very high IQs, which is, I could have told you that. Anyways, okay, so let's talk about General Hospital. So let's talk about why I'm excited. I'm excited because next weekend is going to be the General Hospital Convention. I'm super, not this coming up weekend, but the weekend after that. It's the weekend of March 10th and 11th. And if you want to go to the convention, and there are tickets ranging from $25 to $539, I think is the most expensive ticket. And it depends on which one you get. So if you want to come, please go to creationent.com, ENT.com, and click on the General Hospital. They do conventions for all kinds of crazy shows. Once Upon a Time, Supernatural, Star Trek, Vampire Diaries. I mean, they really, but the only daytime show that they do is General Hospital. So now I'm going to warn you, they do like to nickel and dime you to death, and they charge you for absolutely fucking everything. But I'm really excited about this year because for two reasons. The first reason is that last year, was my first, not only was this my first, convention that I went to, but it was the first legit soap opera event that I participated in since starting this YouTube show. And since then, I've done a whole bunch of them since then. And, some of them I'm doing again this year, like the Daytime Emmys. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that. And that, oh my God, I'm so, okay, I know, I'm so excited. I just want to just spill everything, but I'm not going to. So, anyways, so that's one of the reasons I kind of know a little bit of what to expect this time. Everything was new last time, but now I sort of get where we're going. Okay, I got it. Okay, so moving on. I'm also excited because I have a friend going with me this time. Now, it's not anyone that I'm interested in romantically. I mean, he is hot, and he's got a boyfriend, though, and his boyfriend's hot, too, to be honest with you. They're both really super gorgeous, but he's just a big fan of the show, so we're going to be going together, and we're going to have so much fun, especially during the studio tour. I'm so excited about that. I've got so many fun things planned. I'm so excited. Okay, anyways. Okay, so let's talk about the actual show about General Hospital. Now, here's the thing. As excited as I am about the show, and I'm very excited about the convention and everything about it. Actually, you know who I'm really excited to, even though I've met her before, Risa Dorkin, who plays Amy Driscoll. She's my favorite. I'm totally, because at these conventions, they charge you for every picture that you take. I'll pay to take a picture with Amy because I love her. I love me some Amy. She is fierce, right? So I'm excited about that too because I think she's great. I really am happy. Okay, anyways. Okay. So however, so now the flip side of that being happy is they celebrated 14,000 episodes on Friday. It wasn't a good anniversary show. I mean, if you've done 14,000 episodes, I would expect something a little more than just the number 14,000 across at the very beginning of the show. And the way they played it into it is, Mike, who is Sunny's dad, who has Alzheimer's, we'll get to that in a second. He was at Ava Jerome's gallery because that used to be Luke's way back in the day before it burned down. And he was like, this is Luke's, I don't know what, and he was disoriented, and then he ended up knocking over this piece of art, and the piece of art was worth $14,000. Oh, imagine that. But that was it. That was really it as far as, the show's history. I felt like that was a missed opportunity. It really was. Like, okay, so then here's another thing I'm sort of disappointed with. I know it seems like I'm always bitching. I'm actually not always bitching about General Hospital because they're always so good. But lately there's a couple things that I'm just like, and one of them, and here's the thing. One of them is, well, first of all, actually, I'm enjoying the friendship between Dr. Bench and Kiki. I just want to put that out there because, he's like acting like a mentor to her, and she is doing a really good job of like studying for her medical school finals. And it is a little bit fast, but I'm willing to forgive that because it is daytime television, whatever. But, good for her. I'm liking their friendship, to be honest with you. Alexis has fallen into bed with Finn because she lost the election. Now, did anyone really think that she was going to win? I don't think so, because she had way too many skeletons in her closet to win an election. And not just that, but I think this story was for Laura. And then when they got rid of Laura, they had to kind of scramble, and they had Alexis do it. And here's why I think they chose Alexis, to be honest with you. Because if you follow Nancy Lee Grahn on Twitter, at Nancy Lee Grahn, she's very political. She talks very political. And you know what? Here's what I don't understand. And maybe, I don't know if it's a sexism thing, I don't know if it's a specific show thing, or I'm not quite sure why, but, Billy Flynn, who plays Chad on Days of Our Lives, he's gotten, like, a lot of hate recently on Twitter, and that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it really doesn't. And and a lot of people from that show have been coming forward and saying, there's no reason to hate Billy Flynn. He is one of the best guys ever. So I stand with you, Billy, which you're probably not even watching this because he's about General Hospital and you're on Days of Our Lives. But the point is that she is very Nancy Lee Grahn, Alexis, is very politically minded as well. So she's constantly, I'm thinking that they were like, oh, well, she knows politics. Let's have her take Laura's place. Right? But the good part about that whole scenario, because she ended up losing the election, is that she fell into bed with Finn. Now, it's not Griffin, but I kind of like Flexus, which is what their relationship name is. But, I kind of like them together, actually. I think they're kind of okay. Okay, and then so the last thing is, normally, now, I've got to give Maurice Bernard credit because he is doing an amazing job with this Mike has Alzheimer's story. Like, he really is. Like, he's like, I've welled up a couple times watching Sunny, and I'm not even like a huge Sunny fan, but he is a really good actor. You cannot take that away from him. He's so good. And the guy that plays Mike is doing a really good job too. But here's what's unfortunate about that storyline. They're doing it at the exact same time that they're doing a better job of the storyline on Young and the Restless with Dina Mergeron. And here's why I feel like they're doing a better job with Dina. Because A, her Alzheimer's has affected a lot more people. I mean, she's got more kids, so there's her children, and then there's the people in town. Like, she accidentally kidnapped Christian because she thought it was her son Jack, who, by the way, is like 50. So, I mean, like, she was back in those days. You know, and then, you know, they had, and she's been on the show for she was on the show for a very long time back in the day, and she's back now, so there's a lot of nostalgia attached to her. And she's a great actress as well. I mean, you know, I love me some Marla Adams. I think she's great. So that's the thing that makes me sort of, it doesn't make me cringe, but it just makes me sort of sad because I mean, General Hospital is doing a good job with the story. Don't get me wrong. This is not a bad story at all. Right? This is not Casey the alien from Lumina. This is not, you know, Eterna the underground city on One Life to Live. You know, this is like a legit thing, and you know, and lots of people are suffering from, you know, or know someone or is with someone who is suffering from Alzheimer's. So I mean, I get that it's a timely and relevant story. It's unfortunate that they're doing it right now just because Young and the Restless is killing it with that Dina Mergeron story. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but I'm sure everything will work out. You know, I'm sure there'll be some other story that I'll be so excited about, or I'll bitch about some other story, whatever. That's what I do every single week. So I just want to say thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. And don't forget, I'm going to try to take some video, because when last year I didn't take any video because I really didn't want to take any video. I wanted to kind of soak it all in. This year I might take a little bit of video during the time when they have the Q&A sessions with all the actors. If I can. I don't know if I can or not. We'll see. I'm not quite sure how the rules are. I know I can take still photos. So I plan on doing that. And lots of pictures during the studio tour. We're gonna have so much fun. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for logging on today. I appreciate it. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Angel Benton. You can hashtag GH Talk General Hospital, or you can also hashtag Amazing Race to talk about the Amazing Race for the last time for a while, because I'm doing that next. And you can hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel to get my YouTube videos sent to your email inbox every single day. And while you're there, you can look around for my Storytime with Angel Benton series where I tell stories from my life. Alrighty, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.